Portugal get the ball rolling in the second half.
Portugal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Back into the middle. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now, what about a counter-attack? That is ended up in no man's land. He's found a way through. It's a promising position. Cross into the ball. Up he goes! And it's in! And they get themselves in front! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Alava go into the lead. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken. Played back into the centre. Knocks it into space. Delivers with whip. Saliba clears it away. Portugal needing a change of fortune here. Kaka. Park Ji-sung. Hazard. And it's Nagatomo. And Gravenberg. Azar. It's Azar! And it's come back out to him. Sticks it away. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Van Basten. Hazard, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, important interception. Johnny. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Gravenberg. Park Ji-sung. Hazard. Nagatomo picks it up now. And it's Hazard. Tries to... Van Basten! That is decidedly lacking. Alava making another change here. Half an hour gone in the second half. Guevara. He's in plenty of space here. Bayer claims it. Safe hands.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And the shot! Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is complete. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Portugal get themselves into the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Denis Suarez.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Oh, that's a key interception. That's headed upfield. Looking for the run. Denis Suarez. Big header! He's got a goal! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
He's shifting through the gears here. Can he get on the end of this? No, it's come to nothing.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
He can run onto that. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Park Ji-sung is always looking to play quality balls. That's good vision. And he's there to get it away. Johnny. Guevara. Johnny. And he gets rid in a hurry. And that will be it. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Batistuta taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Portugal may have approached this game as a probable win, Peter, and didn't address the basics properly that may have achieved it.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal scorer, but a lot's going to be expected from his creativity too. It's very rare for a striker to have such wonderful vision.
Yeah, he's a player whose performances always have an influence on the game one way or another.
Yeah, he's going to have to play the role of distributor, ball carrier and link man, and sometimes even track back. But he can do it all. He has an incredible work rate and an insatiable desire.
And he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Nagatomo. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Rijkaard. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, good-looking ball. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Nagatomo makes the interception. Rooney is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, that's a key interception. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Musiala. Portugal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. It's Van Basten! They want to be quick to recover this. That has ended up in no man's land. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Kaká! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Pelé is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Bellingham. Musiala.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to play it through. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And the shot! Ambitious ball here. Rooney looking to get on the end of this. And that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Van Basten. Musiala. Look at the space here. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Just eases him off the ball. Conte. Rijkaard. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Nagatomo. Portugal finding their passes. Kaká gets into some space. Terrific header! Goal! Portugal! Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Portugal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Out towards the flank.
Portugal really...
The referee's awarded a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Time then for the first substitution of the game. Ibrahimovic gets the call to seemingly universal approval.
Well, I find it a little surprising he was on the bench to start with, Peter, but listen, I'm still excited to see him in action.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. Conte. Van Basten. Kante has got himself a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score... Big header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Oh, good spread. Platini receives it in a wide position. Looking to play him in. Throw in. Rijkaard. It's a searching pass. He's in plenty of space here. Bellingham. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Portugal leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. And it's Rijkaard. And there's the shot! Some resolute defending there. Back into the middle. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Van Basten. Shock. There's the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Pass somewhat off target. Van Basten! Referee's given a throw. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Musiala.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
That is lovely. And it's Rijkaard. And he's had a hit! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Saliba spots it and intercepts. That's a pretty loose pass. Bastoni. That's a shade optimistic. It's Ibrahimovic! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that should get the job done. Real chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Corner number 2 then. Rooney.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And here's Van Basten. Nagatomo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Kaká! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Can he get on the end of this? Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
And that's not going to reach. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Guardiola. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nagatomo deals with that comfortably. Conte. Van Basten has been caught there, it's a foul. Keeper is right behind it.
Hazard will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Well, that has not gone well. Rijkaard. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Yamal. Couldn't squeeze it through.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
That's a sharp pass. Mbappe. Mbappe looking to penetrate opposition lines. Searching pass he's played there. No, it's come to nothing. The final 5 minutes. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Yamal. Okazaki cannot be beaten that easily. That looks a good cross. Very much into the last knockings. Conte.
There they go, hunting again.
And that's a throw-in. Pinches it off him. Threads one in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He is through here! And he opts to go forward. Okazaki produces a cross, and that has been cut short. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
So, just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No, terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Takes aim and big header! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Played it again. And it's hoisted clear. Can he spark a counter here? That's good running with the ball. Rijkaard. Kaká. And the pass is intercepted. Milinkovic-Savic. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Kaká. Oh, nicely intercepted. That is good alertness. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. That is ended up in no man's land. Great vision. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now then, the ball's come loose. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Marquinhos. Can he get on the end of this? And here's Musiala. Milinkovic-Savic. Now Moura. Flings in across. Cleared without hesitation. Rijkaard. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nagatomo. Rijkaard. And it's Van Basten. Played out towards the right wing. Milinkovic-Savic. Musiala does really well there. He is strong. Played out wide. Pass somewhat off target. Spence. Oh, no joy this time. And the cross comes in. No, he's not getting past him there. Looking for the run. Now it's Musiala. Sané. And Spence. Moura. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Oh, that was venomous. Musiala threads one in, brilliantly cut out. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Looking for options for movement. And that pass just didn't quite work. Not the most accurate pass. It's a good run down the right. Moura. Some good work on the right flank here. Milinkovic-Savic! Missed by a fraction.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's the keeper's ball. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. There's the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Milinkovic-Savic chips it through. Mendes receives it in a wide position. Van Basten. Van Basten, always looking for that half a chance. Tries to pass it through. That's a shade optimistic. Milinkovic-Savic. And it's Mora. Strokes it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Bastoni.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Now there's a fine ball. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Kaka. He won't be happy with that one. Crosses it in. It's a goal kick. Nice choosing to make the first change. Rijkaard. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bernardo Silva. Good driving run. Bernardo Silva going face-to-face with his great rival. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And it's Van Basten. Spence spots it and intercepts. Good running, strong and purposeful. Musiala does really well to win the ball there. In with the challenge. Conte. Nagatomo is always looking to play quality balls. Conte. Marquinhos. Well, that has not gone well. That is good strength. Lee Kang-in. Lee Kang-in will not want... Here's a chance! Oh, that's a waste.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Portugal still have the cards to affect this game. Out towards the flank. Stood up well to him there. That's a pretty loose pass. Bastoni. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Portugal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Nice desperately searching for the winner here. And here's Lee Kang-in. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Marquinhos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. This looks promising. That's good play. He's got tall. And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Rijkaard. Lee Kang-in does well to get it back. Well, that has not gone well. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
This is the time you need that pace.
And we're done. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Every game feels like a special one in Buenos Aires, even more so perhaps in this neighbourhood of Núñez, famously inhabited by a true heavyweight of South American football, River Plate. So we're up and running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's...
Terrific header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Conte tries a shot! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Saka.
That was lovely, that.
And that's an errant pass. Conte. And they can counter here. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Musiala going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Martinelli. He's picked his way through. Martinelli in towards the back stick. Played back in. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Van Basten. Van Basten.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Van Basten. Is there Cristiano Ronaldo? It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. Portugal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Argentina looking to pass their way through. Olise. Okazaki. Chance here to counter. Oh, that's ambitious. And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Olise. And here's Yamal. Ronaldinho. And he's well positioned here. Oh, sweet feet.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Cannavaro. He's gone for goal! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's through here. Oh, what a ball! He's having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
A case now of complete control. Nicely aimed pass. Saka for Martinelli. And it's Ronaldinho for Olise. Can he get it through? Oh, he's been caught. Great chance! And he hits the net. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So is this the start of a comeback? Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Oh, that's fabulous. Crosses it in. And that's the keeper's ball. Martinelli. Marquinhos. Olise. Saka. And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Now it's Yamal. Nicely weighted ball. Flings in across. Saliba is there and he can get that clear. Well, there's the clearance. Olise. Out to the right. Conte. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Portugal are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 25. Entrará al campo. Número 19.
Here we go again then. Here's Nagatomo.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And it's Gusto. That's very neat. Yamal. Goes for the shot! That's a half-decent try.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Musiala is herring after that one. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Okazaki.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Yildiz.
Such good technique.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Ronaldinho. And he's had a hit. And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That is ended up in no man's land. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pass somewhat off target. 60 minutes played. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Okazaki. Threads one in. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Well, the defence... Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Gusto. Ronaldinho. Knocks it out wide. Looking to play him in. Played into space out wide. Musiala looking understandably energised after his goal. Okazaki. Nagatomo is one whose deliveries we all know about. Bastoni. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Nagatomo. Van Basten. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Yildiz. Decent progress down the left. Tries to pass it through. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Olise. And Gusto. And it's Ronaldinho. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Musiala. Hakimi. Now there's a fine ball. Van Basten! It's in! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Argentina are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Portugal grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Olise. Yamal. For Olise. Olise really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help.
It's Van Basten! Outstanding save to keep that out.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Nagatomo goes short. Kaká's cross. And that has been knocked clear.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
He is just caressing the ball.
Oh, great feat, that.
He is through here. Oh, smashing header. No, not the best of headers. And we're done. Portugal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his just beautiful, beautiful passing.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And it's Kaká. Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival. And the counter is on. He's shifting through the gears here. Spread it left. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Batistuta. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Strokes it back. A probing pass. Chance to shoot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Crosses it in here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Back into the middle. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes aim and crosses. Gets into some space. Sidibe. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. For a moment, you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Showing good feet. Sidibe defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Portugal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Pedri. Thinks one through. Takes a shot! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Portugal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
That had too much on it. Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking for the run. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Park Ji-sung is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Sidibe. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. He's got away, tries a shot, and yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Cresswell. And it's Sidibe. Picked out brilliantly. That's tidy. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's having a go. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Kamavinga. Nagatomo. Park Ji-sung. And the referee brings the first half to a close. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Portugal certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Portugal are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And the game has already resumed here. In with the challenge. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's a smashing touch to get him away. Tries from a long way out. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Kaká actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Mackenzie. Here's Sidibe. Toulouse finding their passes. Now, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Mackenzie. Sidibe. That'll be a throw-in. Nice bit of trickery. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Cleared away. Pedri, who's set up one goal so far. Played out to the right. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Oh, that's ambitious. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
And he's been shifted off it. And he has been fouled there. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Gravenberg. Now it's Van Basten.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, this looks sharp. Pedri takes... Pedri! It's a loose ball. And it's Camavinga. Camavinga crosses it in. Defending of the desperate variety. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's hit it long. Pedri. Gravenberg. Park Ji-sung. And here's Van Basten. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Batistuta. Goes for the shot! Just too high.
Portugal certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Cresswell. Just a quarter of an hour to play. That's a throw. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pedri does really well to win the ball there. Looking here to chip it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Batistuta looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Van Basten. And here's Pedri. Oh, this is a great position. Can he finish? Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, you could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Kaka can see things others simply cannot. And it's Kaka. Oh, well played, lovely. Cresswell did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Succumbs to the pressure. So what can they make of this? Played through into space. Spread neatly. Batistuta could try cutting inside here. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Portugal can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than...